I'm going to do it the traditional Scandi way, which is where you throw it out of the window because you've got nowhere else to do it.
We decided to spend 4 days in a cabin in the Arctic wilderness to give us the best chance of seeing the Northern Lights.
Look at this. This is just cruel.
Join us as we navigate what life is like living in this extreme environment.
We're literally not allowed to leave.
We're actually in polar bear country. I think this darkness has really messed with me. Is this your idea of a holiday? But before checking out of our hotel and heading to the cabin, Alex had a little surprise for me.
Emma,
Yes.
I have a confession.
What?
I checked where we're moving to right now, the Airbnb. There's an outside toilet.
Oh my god.
No
What?
hot water.
Oh my god.
No heating.
What?
No refund. In my defense, we're in the Arctic, and I didn't think I would need to look into this. When you look at the amenities, it's all crossed out. Like, no heating.
I'm sorry, what? Like, who has accommodation in the Arctic and doesn't have heating? Like, what? I'm actually fuming, not even at you.
That is real. Just so you know as well, we have a baby. If it's not an appropriate place for us to be, we won't stay there, but we'll go there and figure out.
Hey, buddy! Hey! Someone's woken up. Oh, you're laughing now, buddy. You wait till we move to the next place. Yeah. We moved as far into the Arctic wilderness as we were allowed to go without having a gun due to the polar bears. And after a short drive, we arrived at our cabin located alongside the public Husky kennels.
Do you ever get any of those moments in your life where you're like, what the f*** am I doing here? Where am I? That was the most lukewarm welcoming I've ever had to any accommodation ever. The sound of the dogs, the room wasn't ready, even though it's well past the check-in time. Not even a smile, not even a hello. Hey guys.
It's Denny!
Hey!
Yeah, how friendly was the guy when we checked in, huh?
Jesus, that was weird.
It was just like we were like an inconvenience to him.
Yeah, he's like, you're staying here? There's only one room.
Like, no, we just thought
Get a
we'd
taxi
stop
out
by for no reason with all our luggage. Wow, let's check this place out. Well, firstly, it's warm in here, so that listing is just wrong. Thank God. Oh, this is cute.
Wow.
I like it.
So this is apparently a traditional Svalbard cabin, which I don't know what makes it traditional over, say, a Scandi cabin. I imagine it's probably the same thing. But this is really cool. Whoa, you see there's guns on the walls.
I know, muskets and things. It's really exciting. It definitely feels like I'm in a cabin in the wilderness after that arrival. I felt like we arrived in a blizzard. You were right about the no water situation though. So it looks like there's just a kind of a container of water, which isn't even full.
Well, with how cold it is here, I'm not that surprised, really.
Yeah, it must be a pain in the ass to maintain, especially if it isn't being used all the time. So if we do need the toilet, it's not in the building. As we got here, the guy said that it's next to where the dogs are. So we'll be pissing with the dogs.
Yeah, it's in the kennel.
Yeah.
There's a little litter tray, don't worry.
Let's go check out where we're going to be sleeping tonight. I'm very intrigued as I haven't seen any of the photos. Is it in the walrus room? Oh, this is cozy. This is really cute actually. Hey, separate bedrooms! That's always good because when we're in the same room as Noah, he wakes up so much earlier.
I thought then, I'm sure people thought the same, that you were talking about like separate bedrooms for us.
I am
like,
so
yes.
annoyed with him right now for booking me a place where I have to pee outside. You're in the other room. Okay, and then I'm gonna climb over and around all of our luggage to get to the polar bear room.
Hey buddy, you want a hand?
Oh, I've just noticed something. Look above you. You've got northern lights above your head.
Wow.
Maybe that's a sign of things to come.
Oh, that's all we get. That counts.
Oh, I think we found the master suite. So I guess this is where me and Noah will be sleeping.
Oh, and up there.
Yeah, I know. I think this can probably sleep quite a few people.
And even got some cladding if you want it.
Oh, and some swords, you know, just in case.
I think you're supposed to take those into the town just to protect yourself. We are as far outside of the town as you legally can go without a gun. So just outside there is a polar bear sign, which I kind of want to go and see later on. But if you go past that, there's basically nothing unless you go with a guide. Just driving here was weird because as you're kind of leaving the town into the darkness, I don't know, my animal senses start to tingle and you kind of get a bit more aware of predators. It just is odd knowing that there's the most deadly bear, because you've heard the saying, right, about the bears. So if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. And if it's white, good night.
So I'm the first one that's in need of a wee whilst we're staying in the cabin, and the toilet is outside. So I figured, why not take you guys with me and show you what our little outhouse in the Arctic wilderness looks like. Wish me luck. I'm curious, for anyone watching, is this your idea of a holiday? Having to traipse out in the snow to go for a wee with howling dogs and a snowstorm going on. Any light at all? So there's only so much I can show you in complete darkness. Yeah. So it's freezing cold in there, pitch black, can't see a thing.
You kidding?
The light switch doesn't do anything.
Are you serious?
No, and I could barely get the door open because there's so much snow in front of it. It just feels like we were like not expected and they just weren't prepared.
Wow.
Yeah, a bit weird, huh?
Noah's just learnt what dice are, and now he keeps screaming at me, more die! More die!
Wow.
Was there a shower in there?
No.
What?
No, it's just like a really bog standard outhouse toilet. A plank of wood with a hole cut in it and a bucket underneath where you do your business and you put your wood chippings on top, and that's that. No sink, nothing.
I want us to clarify that it might not seem that we love this so much. I don't know why, getting ourselves into weird, silly situations. I mean, it is a great way to create memories. Next time you book your next holiday, just try and make it shit for your wife. See how she likes that.
Or just try not to know everything that's going to happen on your trip. It's nice to be surprised and take things as it comes.
It's funny. I wish I could show you behind the scenes of this just a minute ago. Emma was not necessarily as glowing of the whole toilet situation because some women don't want to traipse out in the middle of the night because they've got things that they need to deal with. And then outside,
with that just at the perfect timing of being in this cottage. Couldn't have been a few days ago at the hotel. No. Now's the time.
As someone with ADHD and who is an oversharer, which is probably why I have the channel in the first place, I have IBS. And I also am someone that needs to regularly use the bathroom.
And
so
you had a really spicy curry last night.
I did have a very and Emma's an oversharer too.
Funny noise. Smelling very nice in here, mister.
I'm trying to figure out how there's no sink or running water, how to dispose of the water. So I've just decided I'm kind of going to do it like the
There's not even...
Is this going to be offensive? I'm going to do it the traditional Scandi way, which is where you throw it out of the window because you've got nowhere else to do it.
Traditional Scandi way. Wow. Oh wow, that is instantly freezing in here.
Is this... No, I need a lid. Okay. I didn't think that through with the storm outside.
Yeah. Yeah, just try not to pour all the pasta on the ground.
I'm probably going to pee out this window later. I'll be honest. And we've also figured out there's no shower here, so we're just not going to address that again for the rest of this video. We're here for 4 nights. Get in here, you. Whop.
Oh, wow.
The slop right in.
That is a mammoth-sized portion of pasta.
This is going to feed us for the next 3 days because I don't want to leave the house.
Oh, that looks yummy. Thank you, Daddy.
It's quite hot, Noah, so you might have to wait.
Yeah, should we blow on it? Ready?
There's a blow on it. That's it. Yeah, read this sign out here. I just found the sign. Read the bottom.
Polar bear has been here at this dog girl, but we know that they can always be around, so please be aware. Are you f***ing kidding me? Well, there's a toilet just outside. Oh my goodness.
So we're literally not allowed to leave.
We're actually in polar bear country here. This is so crazy. For many of us, the new year often comes with new goals or setting new challenges. And I do believe that knowing what your goals actually are is the first step to achieving them. But I often find that after the initial goal setting, I'm left feeling completely and utterly overwhelmed with the task at hand. Speaking to a therapist has been life-changing for me, and that is why we continue to partner with BetterHelp, who are the paid partners of today's video. Prioritizing and organization are really not my strong points. So one thing that my therapist has been able to help me with is making a personalized timeline to actually achieve my goals. They can also act as a kind of accountability resource, checking in with my progress each week, whilst also being a support and reminding me that my value doesn't actually lie in me achieving these goals. They're simply things that I've chosen to work on in order to be a better version of myself. Feelings are complicated, and I find that it's much easier to make sense of them if you have somebody to talk to and you can get unbiased feedback and different perspectives. Finding the right therapist for you is also really important, which is why BetterHelp makes it really easy to swap therapists if you find that your one just isn't the right fit. Start fresh any day of the year with BetterHelp. Just check our link, which is down in the description, or head to betterhelp.com/travelbeans to get 10% off your first month.
It has been suspiciously light today, and like, look at this. It's like completely different to every other day we've been on this island, and I've just googled it, and I think today is the first light, the first day that the sun goes above the horizon, and it's even a bit clear, and I just can't believe what I'm seeing. It is so dramatic. Look at it. For the first time I can see actually how beautiful this place is. Like, we know it was beautiful, you can sense it's beautiful, but you can't see anything. But now, I mean, it's sunset and it's only 1 PM, but I'll take it. Excitingly for me is tomorrow I'm going on a snowmobile safari trip, and there's actually a chance that I might see stuff, because in my mind it was just going to be black the whole time and all you would see is just maybe the light of the snowmobile. But I can't wait to get out there. I was feeling brave, and I thought I'm just going to walk to the polar bear sign, and you're not allowed to go any further as you need a gun past that point, but I had to come and see it as I'm out here, and I probably look like a little wuss right now, but it is exhilarating. Holy crap. be a good boy and I won't do it. Wow. And I'll be honest, I really want to get back. So the last polar bear attack where someone died was about 4 years ago, just outside of here. And I don't want to be a statistic. Oh man, my heart is going. Whew. I've been outside for a maximum of what, 5 to 10 minutes, and that light has basically come and gone. Actually, the camera looks lighter than it actually is here. It's getting dark very, very quickly. And I guess if it's first light after 4 months, you're only going to get about 5 minutes of it. And now the sun is setting. Let's see what Emma thinks of my little escapade. Emma, guess where I just went? I went to the polar bear sign.
Did you?
It was terrifying.
I can't believe you went there without telling me. What if you never came back? Oh my god. I feel half annoyed that you did it without telling me, and half jealous, and half relieved. That's 3 halves. I'm not very good at maths.
Good morning and welcome to another day in the Arctic. This is the day that I have been most excited for, and one of the main reasons that we even came here in the first place. And today I get to try Snowmobile for the first time. So I headed into town where I met my guide for the day, Mikkel.
So right now we're in Longyearbyen, of course, and then the idea is to start it from here and head eastward. And this is one of the biggest valleys on Svalbard, and we'll cross that. And then we'll try to make it all the way to Bratlidal, this narrow little river canyon right there.
Have you ever seen a polar bear on this route before?
Some very fresh polar bear tracks in this area. And I've had colleagues see polar bears sort of in the General Valley area here.
So I've got my gear. I have to wear this massive suit to keep me warm. I don't know how you get in such a thing. So I've kind of lucked out today, and it's only me that booked onto the tour, so it's turned into a private tour with me and the guide. He said that he regularly sees reindeer on the route, so that's what I'm hoping for today.
In order to start the engine, you need to lift it up.
So just to stop, you could just hit that?
Just stop, yeah, you can just smack and then it'll just stop.
Hello guys. So we've just got outside of town and we have to stop because we've got to load the rifle in case of polar bears.
We use these quite high caliber bolt action rifles. So we have a 30-06 caliber here, and we're just gonna half load, so just fill the magazine with 4 rounds.
But now we've got to go further and go and see some more stuff. A very random landmark out here that was placed in the 1950s, and there's just 2 iron beds, and I think the reason why they're here is that just over there is a sharp drop, and I'm not sure why they're beds, but they put them there in the 1950s as landmarks because they didn't have snowmobiles. They would have done dog sledding, and so if they would have just gone flying over the edge, so it's just a point to say don't go flying off the edge, and then in turn now it's become like a weird little landmark. I am currently witnessing, I say stuff like this all the time, but I mean it. I think the best sunset of my life, or at least the most unique one. This here is the Arctic tundra, and I don't think I'd ever thought I'd be watching a sunset in the Arctic tundra with the reindeer just over there, and just kind of shapes. The shapes of the mountain is something like I've never seen. I think it's just because they're all covered in snow and it's so untouched. The snow is so thick here. Wow. I am really in awe of this place. I couldn't recommend Svalbard enough, and doing stuff like this and getting out. This is a next level adventure that will stay with me for a lifetime. We arrived at our destination, but first we had to check the surrounding areas to make sure it was clear of bears, and this also gave us the chance to check out the untouched nature nearby. This is my favourite part of the trip. It just felt like we were in the middle of absolute nowhere, and I'm just seeing nature that I'd never seen before. Our final destination was a tent, and this allowed us to warm up, so we started a fire and we chatted for about half an hour and then had to get back to our snowmobiles before making the 45-kilometre drive back to civilization.
The next day was my day to go on an activity of choice, and I chose Husky sledding. First, we got to meet all the dogs and show them loads of love and get to know them and all of their unique personalities. They were really friendly, and you could tell they were so excited to get out there, and their energy was just infectious.
Noah and Daddy time. It's a pasta.
Oh.
I got more pasta. Emma's out right now on an activity in the hope of seeing Northern Lights, and look at this. There's a major Northern Lights situation going on, and when I zoom in, look at this. This is just cruel. Well, how was it?
It was great. The dogs are amazing. They clearly love the running and stuff. They're so excited when you're getting them all on the chain, and they show you how to get them all hooked up and harnessed up and everything. And then you take turns. That was the only rubbish bit. We had to take turns, and
yeah.
I was paired with somebody who past me would have let them get on my nerves, but this
And this version
of me was just mildly annoyed. But the best thing about being a passenger was turning my head up and just seeing the Northern Lights above my head as we were going through the tundra.
Look at that smile.
The Northern Lights, finally.
I've been getting notifications here, but I kept going outside and I haven't seen anything. We've wanted to see this our whole relationship. We've all talked as a peak experience.
I know, I feel bad.
I don't care. I'm so happy. It's Emma's birthday tomorrow, so what a great early birthday present.
Yeah, I was just beaming while as this guy's complaining behind me on the thing, and I'm just wow. Oh.
This trip has awoken something in me. I feel like I've now got new hobbies, new interests. I just love this polar way of life. Today we went to a polar jazz festival, and I didn't know I loved jazz, but now it's my favourite thing ever.
It's been really nice actually for me as your partner to see the fire of passion for travel and hobbies and things reignite in you. It's been really, really nice.
Yeah.
I don't think that this place has had quite the same effect on me as it has on you. That's not to say I haven't enjoyed myself. It's been fantastic. But I think this darkness has really messed with me.
Yeah.
After 4 or 5 days in the darkness, I was this is enough now. I can't handle this much darkness in my life. But in that sliver of time in the middle of the day when you get that beautiful, colourful light, it's absolutely stunning and it's out of this world. But for the other 23 hours of the day, it's just very dark and gloomy.
I'm only talking for myself here when I say it's amazed me how easy it's been to adjust. Even down to, I think was it the second day or first day that we got here, and I went for a walk to the polar bear sign and I was terrified. I look back at that guy and I'm like, what a pussy. Honestly, I look at like when I went out on the snowmobile and you see that like the land isn't riddled with polar bears everywhere out to nab you. Like just walking within the town a few minutes was nothing. So it's kind of funny. I feel like I've seen myself evolve here, and I already feel complacent and confident at the same time.
Yeah, imagine if you were here for like years on end, you would be so complacent.
Yeah.
I think for me, I really loved the activities here. So being able to do the activities makes the day interesting. Without the activities, it's just you wake up, it's dark, it's light for 10 minutes, and then it's dark again, you go back to sleep, which it's fine if you're filling that time with stuff, but if you're just kind of hanging out and hoping, you know, we're the kind of people that hang out a lot. We'll just hang out, go for a walk, go for a hike. Going for a walk or a hike in the middle of the darkness isn't that great. But for all the other activities, it's fantastic.
And Emma got to see the Northern Lights.
I can't believe it. It's a shame that we didn't see it together, because I feel like that's been something that we wanted to see together for so long.
Yeah.
And we did look at the forecast today and we kind of knew there was a chance of it, but I was like, no, it's not going to happen. Even when we got picked up by the guy to go out with the dogs today, one of the other passengers was like, what's the chance of seeing the lights? And the guy was just like, no, not going to happen. And it happened.
Well, I'm delighted you got to see it. I'm just as happy to live vicariously through you.
And
Is that what you guys are like with us?
We are really interested to know what you guys think about traveling to a place like this in winter. Does it sound like your cup of tea? Does it sound awful? Let us know what you think down below.
We are leaving Svalbard now, but we have more videos coming up in Norway, so make sure you hit subscribe and give it a big fat thumbs up if you like the video. Check the link down in the description if you're interested in better help, and nothing left to say but thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time, and beans
Beans
out.
out.